You wake up every day and begin to speak. Sometimes it's to yourself, sometimes to others, sometimes to the universe itself. Each word, like an arrow loosed from a bow, flies outward, never to return the same. Have you ever stopped to wonder where those words land? What marks they leave? There's a truth, hidden in plain sight, that most of us overlook. Your words are more than just sounds or expressions. They are commands, subtle yet powerful, sent into the vastness of existence. And the universe? It listens. It obeys. Think about the complainer whose words drip with frustration and negativity. Somehow, life seems to echo that energy back, presenting them with endless reasons to grumble. Then, there's the eternal optimist, seemingly gliding through life with ease, as if the world bends to their joy. It's not just coincidence or luck. It's the way they speak their world into existence. We are taught to focus on what we do. Actions, plans, and strategies are emphasized as the keys to success. But what about the foundation beneath it all, the language shaping those actions? Words are the architects of reality. Each sentence is a blueprint for what comes next. As children, we played with this idea instinctively. The whispered secrets to the stars, the chants over buried treasures, the simple belief that words had magic. Somewhere along the way, we traded that wonder for practicality, assuming power belonged only to visible actions. But the truth is, the magic never left. It simply faded into the background, quietly shaping our every experience. The ancient wisdom of texts like, "In the beginning was the Word," wasn't poetic flourish. It was a reminder of something extraordinary. Creation begins not with hands or tools, but with intention, expressed through speech. So now I ask you, what words are you choosing? What reality are you creating with the conversations you hold, the whispers in your mind, and the statements you let escape into the world? Every word is a seed, and every seed grows. What kind of garden are you tending? This is your moment to pause, to notice the invisible threads connecting your language to your life. Something profound happens when you stop speaking thoughtlessly and start speaking with intention. The question isn't whether your words are creating your world. The question is, are you ready to take control of the story? Every word you've ever spoken, every phrase you've ever heard, has left a mark on you. Not a visible one, like ink on paper, but a mark deep within, etched into the core of your subconscious. These marks form patterns, repeated thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that guide your life without you even realizing it. Think about it. When you were a child, you absorbed the world around you without question. The voices of authority, parents, teachers, even casual strangers, shaped the blueprint of how you saw yourself. "You're so clever. That's too hard for you. Don't be silly." Some words lifted you, others clipped your wings. And whether positive or negative, they planted seeds in your mind. Over the years, these seeds grew roots. The ideas repeated often enough became truths, not because they were facts, but because they were spoken and accepted. The subconscious mind doesn't argue or filter. It simply absorbs. A casual comment like, "You're always late," becomes a script. Without knowing it, you begin living out that role, confirming the belief, even if it doesn't align with who you truly are. And here's the most surprising part. The subconscious doesn't distinguish between your words and the words of others. It treats everything it hears as a command. So when you say, "I'm terrible at this," your mind listens, programs. It builds walls where none existed before. This hidden programming affects every aspect of life. How you view opportunities, how you handle challenges, and even how you interact with others. Why does one person see obstacles as insurmountable while another sees them as stepping stones? It's not intelligence or luck. It's the programming of their words. From childhood to adulthood, the script has been running, shaping your thoughts and choices. But here's the catch. Most people never realize it. They go about their days repeating the same phrases, reinforcing the same limitations, without ever questioning why they think the way they do. Today, you have a chance to ask that question. What words have been written into my script? Are they helping you move forward, or are they holding you back? Because the moment you recognize the hidden programming, something extraordinary happens. You become the editor of your own story. Every word you speak carries energy. It doesn't vanish into thin air once it's spoken. It vibrates, it lingers, and it creates ripples in the world around you. Words aren't just sounds. They're a force. They can soothe, they can wound, they can inspire, and they can destroy. Consider this. When someone tells you you're doing an amazing job, there's a warmth that spreads through you. Your chest lifts, your confidence grows. On the other hand, the sting of a harsh criticism can linger for days, sometimes years. Words aren't just passive. They're alive. The energy they hold is shaped by the intention behind them. Whisper a kind word to someone, and the atmosphere around you shifts. Speak in anger, and you'll feel the tension rise, almost tangible. This isn't just perception. It's the resonance of your words. Ancient cultures understood this. They chanted mantras, recited prayers, and crafted blessings with reverence. These weren't empty rituals. They were deliberate acts of harnessing the energy within their speech. Whether it was calling for rain, healing the sick, or celebrating life, the power of words was central to their understanding of the world. Even today, science catches glimpses of this truth. Studies show how words can influence water molecules, plants, and even human cells. Positive affirmations, repeated with intent, can lower stress and promote healing. Meanwhile, negative self-talk can amplify anxiety and erode self-worth. The energy is real. It impacts not only your emotions but your physical well-being. When you speak, your words don't just affect the listener. They echo back to you. Say, "I can't do this," and your mind tightens its grip on doubt. Say, "I'll find a way," and something within you begins to shift. The words become seeds, growing energy that aligns with their meaning. So, take a moment to reflect. How are you using the energy of your words? Are they lifting others and yourself to higher possibilities? Or are they anchoring you in fear and limitation? The energy behind your words is a tool, one that can shape your reality. When used with care, it becomes the foundation for transformation, turning intentions into actions and dreams into truth. The question is, what kind of energy are you releasing into the world? Every word you speak is a seed, and every seed has the potential to grow into something remarkable or something destructive. Once spoken, your words fall into the soil of your mind, your relationships, and the world around you. And like any seed, what grows depends on what you plant and how you nurture it. Think of someone who constantly says, "I'm so unlucky." That statement is a seed of misfortune. Each time it's repeated, it's watered and cared for, until it grows into a reality that feels impossible to escape. Now think of someone who says, "Good things are always finding me." That's a seed of abundance, thriving under the same principle. The ground doesn't judge the seed. The soil doesn't care if you plant weeds or flowers. It simply nurtures whatever it's given. Your subconscious mind works the same way. Whether you say, "I'm not good enough," or "I can achieve this," the subconscious accepts it as truth and begins to cultivate that belief. The beauty and the danger is in how subtle this process is. A casual phrase like, "I'll never succeed at this," feels harmless in the moment, but it's a seed nonetheless. Left unchecked, it can take root and grow into hesitation, self-doubt, and even failure. On the other hand, a small, intentional statement like, "I'm learning and improving," can blossom into confidence and resilience. Throughout history, wise thinkers have understood this. They spoke of words as tools of creation, capable of building worlds. They warned of careless speech and praised those who spoke with intention. What they knew, and what many forget today, is that your words are never meaningless. They shape the garden of your life. So here's the real question. What kind of seeds have you been planting? When you speak about yourself, about others, and about your future, are you sowing the kind of life you want to harvest? It's not too late to pull the weeds, to stop watering the doubts and fears. With each new word, you have the chance to plant something different. Speak with care, with purpose, and with vision. Because every seed you plant today will become the reality you live tomorrow. Every time you speak, something incredible happens. Your words set off a chain reaction in your brain. Electrical impulses fire, neural pathways activate, and chemical signals flood your body. It's not just a metaphor when we say words have power. Science shows they physically reshape the mind and body. This is where ancient wisdom and modern science come together. Spiritual teachings have long claimed that words carry energy, capable of creation or destruction. Today, neuroscience confirms this idea through the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. Each time you repeat a thought or phrase, your brain strengthens the connections associated with that idea, making it easier to return to the same pattern in the future. Think about a well-worn path in a forest. The more it's used, the clearer and easier it becomes to follow. Your words work the same way. Say, "I'm not good at this," enough times and your brain forms a pathway of self-doubt. But start saying, "I'm capable of figuring this out," and a new trail begins to emerge, one that leads to possibility. This connection between thought and reality isn't limited to the mind. Studies have shown that words can affect our physical health. Positive self-talk has been linked to reduced stress, improved immune function, and even faster recovery times. On the flip side, negative language increases the production of stress hormones like cortisol, which can harm the body over time. Spiritual traditions have always understood this. Chanting mantras, offering prayers, or practicing affirmations, these aren't just rituals. They're tools to align the mind and body with a higher purpose. Science now recognizes that these practices influence brain activity, calming the nervous system and creating a state of focused intention. Even more remarkable, experiments with water crystals by Dr. Masaru Emoto revealed how words and intentions impact physical matter. Positive words like love and gratitude formed beautiful, intricate patterns in frozen water, while negative phrases created disordered, chaotic shapes. If words can affect water in such profound ways, think about their impact on a body made up of 60% water. The bridge between spirituality and science is becoming clearer with each discovery. What was once dismissed as mystical is now being validated by data. Your words carry the dual power of intention and action, resonating both within you and the world around you. So when you speak, remember, you're not just expressing thoughts, you're shaping reality. Science and spirituality agree on this fundamental truth. Your words are a tool for creation, whether it's building a better mindset, a healthier body, or a brighter future. Beneath every thought you think and every word you speak lies a powerful force, your subconscious mind. It doesn't judge, it doesn't question, and it doesn't argue. It simply listens, absorbs, and acts on what it's given. In essence, your subconscious is the ultimate programmer, obedient to the commands you provide, whether those commands serve you or sabotage you. When you say, "I'll never get this right," your subconscious doesn't pause to analyze whether that's true. It takes your words as an instruction, setting up barriers that align with the belief you've declared. Conversely, when you say, "I'm learning and improving," your subconscious begins to build a framework for growth, creating pathways to help you succeed. This obedience is what makes the subconscious so powerful and so dangerous. Every word, every thought becomes part of the programming. Over time, repeated statements turn into beliefs, and beliefs shape your reality. Without realizing it, many of us are running scripts we didn't even write. Think about phrases you might have heard growing up. "Money doesn't grow on trees," "You're so clumsy," "This is just how life is." These words, repeated often enough, took root in your subconscious and became part of your operating system. Now, as an adult, those old scripts might still be running, influencing your choices, your confidence, and even your relationships. The subconscious doesn't differentiate between what you want and what you fear. It simply responds to repetition and emotion. When you focus on worry, saying, "I'm so afraid of failing," you strengthen that fear. But when you focus on possibility, saying, "I trust myself to succeed," your subconscious gets to work aligning with that belief. Here's the most remarkable part. Your subconscious is always listening, not just to what you say aloud, but to the internal dialogue running through your mind. The thoughts you repeat silently carry just as much weight as spoken words. This isn't a system designed to trap you. It's designed to serve you. The subconscious is neutral, ready to follow whichever path you guide it down. The question is, what commands are you giving it? By becoming aware of your words and thoughts, you can begin rewriting the scripts that no longer serve you. Speak with intention, choose beliefs that empower you, and watch as your subconscious, your loyal programmer, transforms your life from the inside out. There's a moment when you realize that the stories playing in your mind, the doubts, the fears, the limits don't have to define you. They're not permanent. They're scripts, and like any script, they can be rewritten. This is the power of intentional reprogramming. The ability to take control of the narrative running through your subconscious and transform it into one that serves you. It begins with awareness. The words you speak to yourself, both silently and out loud, hold the keys to the world you're creating. Start listening. When something doesn't go as planned, do you say, "I'm so stupid," or "I can figure this out"? When faced with a challenge, is your response, "I'm not good enough," or "This is an opportunity to grow"? These moments reveal the patterns that need to change. Reprogramming isn't about forcing positivity or ignoring struggles. It's about intentionally choosing the language that shapes your reality. Instead of saying, "I'll never be able to do this," you shift to, "I'm learning every day." Instead of, "This always happens to me," you choose, "I'm in control of my response and I can create change." These small adjustments in phrasing are like turning the wheel of a ship. They might feel minor, but over time, they steer you in a completely new direction. One of the most effective tools for reprogramming is affirmation. When spoken with conviction, affirmations act as direct messages to your subconscious. They're not about pretending something is true. They're about planting the seeds for what you want to grow. For example, saying, "I am confident and capable even when you feel unsure," begins to shift your internal dialogue. With repetition, the subconscious accepts this as a new truth and starts building beliefs to support it. Visualization amplifies this process. Close your eyes and picture yourself living the affirmation, standing tall with confidence, achieving your goals, feeling the emotions of success. The combination of words and mental imagery creates a powerful signal to your brain, reinforcing the belief on a deeper level. Consistency is key. Reprogramming isn't instant. It's a practice. Think of it as training your mind much like you would train your body. Daily repetition of empowering phrases, intentional focus on what you want to create, and a conscious effort to replace negative patterns with positive ones will, over time, reshape your subconscious landscape. Your mind is always working, always programming. The difference now is that you're in the driver's seat. The words you choose, the beliefs you foster, and the actions you take will all align to create a reality that reflects your highest potential. The question isn't whether you can reprogram your mind. The question is, how intentional will you be about it? Every day, your mind absorbs more than you realize. Words from conversations, headlines from news feeds, lyrics from songs, and messages from the media. It's a constant flow of information, shaping your thoughts and beliefs, often without your conscious awareness. These external influences act like whispers to your subconscious, guiding the way you see the world and yourself. Think about a news report that uses the word crisis instead of challenge. That one word changes the entire tone, sparking anxiety and fear instead of resilience. Or a story about someone's success that's framed as luck rather than dedication. These subtle shifts in language color your perception, often leading you to adopt beliefs and emotions that aren't truly yours. Advertising is one of the most powerful examples of this. It's not just about selling products, it's about shaping desires. Phrases like, "You need this to be happy," or "Don't miss out," are carefully crafted to plant seeds of inadequacy and urgency in your mind. The message is clear: you're incomplete unless you act now. Over time, these messages seep into your subconscious, creating patterns of scarcity and comparison that drive your choices. Even well-meaning people in your life can influence your mindset. A friend constantly complaining about their bad luck can shift your focus toward negativity. A relative who dismisses your dreams as unrealistic might plant seeds of doubt. These aren't malicious acts, they're reflections of their own programming, but their impact on your subconscious can be profound. The key to breaking free from these external influences is discernment. Start paying attention to the words and messages you allow into your mind. Ask yourself, is this thought truly mine, or did it come from someone else's narrative? You have the power to curate your mental environment. Limit exposure to news or content that amplifies fear and negativity. Surround yourself with voices that uplift and inspire. Seek out books, music, and conversations that align with the person you want to become. When you make conscious choices about the influences in your life, you begin to reclaim the pen that writes your story. Your mind is like fertile soil, and external influences are constantly trying to plant their seeds. The choice of what grows is ultimately yours. Will you let the weeds of doubt, fear, and comparison take root? Or will you cultivate a garden of confidence, possibility, and peace? Every so often, you hear words that stop you in your tracks. Not because they're loud or grand, but because they carry a truth so profound it resonates deep within. These are the words that heal, the ones that mend broken spirits and inspire action when hope feels out of reach. Think about the power of a simple phrase, "I believe in you," spoken at the right moment. Those words can lift someone from the depths of self-doubt, reigniting a spark they thought was lost. Or consider the phrase, "You're not alone." In times of pain, those words are like a warm hand reaching out, reminding you that connection and understanding are always possible. Words carry energy, and when they're used with care and intention, they can become a balm for wounds both visible and unseen. Stories abound of people who've turned their lives around simply because someone took the time to speak words of encouragement. A mentor's belief, a friend's kind reassurance, or even a stranger's act of kindness can plant seeds of hope that grow into extraordinary transformations. This healing power isn't limited to others. It's something you can give yourself. Start with the words you speak internally. Replace self-criticism with compassion. Trade thoughts of, "I can't," for "I'm learning." Affirmations like, "I am worthy," or "I am growing every day" may feel small, but they can create profound shifts in your emotional and mental state over time. There's also a ripple effect to words that heal. Speak kindness to someone else, and the positivity spreads, often reaching places you'll never see. Compliment someone's effort. Acknowledge their strength. These small acts of recognition can change the course of someone's day, or even their life. Think of words as tools, each with its unique purpose. Some words uplift, others soothe, and some inspire action. But all of them hold the potential to create change. What you choose to say, both to yourself and to those around you, shapes the emotional landscape in ways you may not always realize. So, as you speak today, ask yourself, are my words building bridges or walls? Are they lighting someone's path or casting shadows? With every word, you have the power to heal, to inspire, and to create a world that feels just a little bit brighter. There comes a point when the pieces begin to come together. Every word you've spoken, every thought you've entertained, every seed you've planted. Suddenly, it's all clear. The power has always been in your hands, waiting for you to take control. This is the moment of transformation, where your awareness turns into action and your words become the foundation of the life you choose to create. Think back to the times when you felt stuck, when life felt like a series of repeating patterns. Those cycles weren't fate. They were the result of the scripts running in your subconscious, the ones written by your own words and beliefs. Now, with the tools you've gained, the awareness of your language, the practice of intentional reprogramming, and the strength to filter external influences, you're no longer at the mercy of those old patterns. Transformation doesn't happen all at once. It's in the small, conscious choices you make each day. The decision to replace "I can't" with "I'm learning." The shift from "I'll never succeed" to "I'm building something meaningful." These changes might seem subtle, but they carry momentum, growing stronger with each repetition. As your words change, so does your reality. Challenges that once felt insurmountable now become opportunities. Relationships deepen as your language reflects more kindness, honesty, and gratitude. Your internal world becomes a place of hope and resilience, and that inner transformation radiates outward, influencing everything you touch. This isn't just about creating success or achieving goals. It's about stepping into your authentic self, the version of you that is aligned with your highest potential. Words become the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming, guiding you toward a life that feels rich with purpose, love, and fulfillment. The great transformation isn't about perfection. is about intention. Every word you speak, every thought you cultivate, every belief you reinforce is a step forward. Some days will feel easy, others will challenge you, but the path remains yours to walk. So now the question is no longer, can I change? You know the answer to that. The real question is, how far are you willing to go to create the life you deserve? Your words are the beginning. Your actions will follow. And the transformation is already unfolding.